Hi, have you found yourself sitting all the time, maybe watching lots of Zoom meetings or homeschooling or driving or anything where you're all like this hunched up? Then you get up and try to open, and all you find is that you're holding those shoulders like earrings and you're really tight and in pain? If so, have I got a wonderful Gentle Somatic Stretch Flow just for you. Hi, I'm Renee McLaughlin. I'm a Gentle Somatic Stretch and Somatic Educator, and I can't wait to share this with you. Before we get started, if you would, just go down, subscribe, and ding the bell so you get notification when I share lots more of these somatic stretch exercises that will really help you relieve your neck tension. All right, when we're talking, let's get to it. Specifically designed to help you with your neck. So we're going to get into a seated position. Now, if you're not comfortable with your legs crossed, you can be here. Doesn't really matter. Whatever works for you. You might also want to be up on a little bit of a platform just so that you're relaxed in the legs. Okay, so this is more just for neck, but I want you to be comfortable. However you're comfortable. Very good. So your spine is straight. Good. So let's just do a quick check-in to see where we're at beforehand. So I'm just going to ask you to shut your eyes and let's just do 3 deep breaths. Now these breaths I want you to take in through the nose, expand your belly with it, and feel the air rising to the rib cage, rising up into your chest, and then let the shoulders come up by your ears. Don't stick your head forward. Just bring them up with the air. Feel the squeeze those muscles in by your neck just a little bit, and then slowly exhale through the mouth like you're going through a straw. So it sounds like shh. And allow those shoulders to just drop with the air. And then you're going to lower down in the rib cage, in the belly. And let's do it again. Inhale through the nose, expand the belly balloon. Bring the air all the way up, and as you do, bring those shoulders up with you. Nice. Do a nice gentle hug, and exhale, let the shoulders drop. And I want you to just visualize as everything drops, all the tension in your body just draining down into the earth. One last time. You ready? Inhale through your belly. Raising the shoulders up, do a bit of a squeeze, and slowly drop them. Good work. And then just completely relax. If you need to kind of move your shoulders up a little bit, do a little bit of a head tilt. Janine has a friend joining her. How fun is that? All right. So this is a pandiculation that we're going to do to release all the muscles in your neck and the top of your shoulders. We're going to do it one at a time. So we actually just did one when we did that, but we're going to do it again just to understand how to do it. Before you do that, I want you to think about how can you align your neck here. In other words, try not to have the chin sticking forward, but the chin is dropped slightly and pulled back, and you're feeling like somebody's pulling you up from the top back of your head. All right, just begin. I'm going to call it out as my left shoulder. Doesn't matter which one you start with. So just take that shoulder and just pull it up, just like we did, but just one shoulder. Lift it up. I want you to feel like you're hugging those muscles in. Notice if they're sore. So pandiculation is a hugging of a muscle. Then you slowly release it. So what we're doing is we're working neurologically, and once you feel that whole shoulder is dropped, I want you to just think, relax. The relaxation in these are as important as the movement. One more time, just that shoulder. See if you can keep everything else relaxed. All the focus is on that shoulder. Bring it up, hug, slowly release it, and relax. Now this next part's a little weird. I'm going to put my hand down on my side because you want to take that shoulder and you want to slide it down. Just notice where you might feel it. Say you're sliding it down as far as it'll go. You're doing a bit of a hug there. And then you're going to slowly release the shoulder back to the starting point and just relax. I'm going to do it again. Pressing that shoulder down. The only thing that's moving is that shoulder. So you're really focusing. Again, you may need to close your eyes. It's a great thing to do. And release it back and relax. Now we want to take that shoulder and roll it back. Now the arm is all going to work along with that shoulder. So as you think, I'm going to take that shoulder and I'm going to roll it back. The arm goes too, and you might find that your thumb rolls back, right? So the palm is up to the ceiling, rolling it back. Just feel the tension where, and you might be sore there, I am. Hug it in a little bit and then slowly bring it all back and relax. We're going to do it again, same thing. Same shoulder. How can you roll it back? Now you might want to go to a different angle with it. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to lift my shoulder up a little bit, a slight hunch, and I'm going to roll it back because I happen to know that that's where I'm sore. So there's no one perfect way to do it. We're all sore and need it in different places. I'm going to hug in and then release all that and let it go. Good. Now we're going to go forward. So again, think. The arm goes with it. So my arm comes in front. I'm going to roll that shoulder. My palm rolls around. And once I go, oh, like right there, I can feel it. You can even press the hand into the leg to get a little more leverage on that shoulder roll. So you're kind of contracting in the pec and stretching on the top back of the arm. And bring it all the way back and completely relax. Good. Let's do that one again. Now you'll have to pick your own angle. So I'm just calling out what I'm doing. I'm going to hunch that shoulder up a little bit and I'm going to go again forward. Because for me, I know that's where I'm holding tension, a little bit higher up there. So I'm going to feel that. You might even want to think about your lats. Press them out to the side more. See how that feels. And then roll all the way back really slowly and just relax. See if you can just let it all go. Now we've done for up, down, forward, and back. So now I'm going to let my arm kind of hang free. With your eyes closed, I want you to draw a big circle with that shoulder. Go really slowly. So I'm going to start with a hunch up and I'm going to go back. And just imagine that that shoulder is a wheel and you're trying to get every part of the wheel. Now the arm's going to go with you. However you need to move it. Big shoulder rolls. If there's any pain, I want you to stop, go back to before where there's pain, and that's going to be your range of motion for today. We never work through pain. So that's why you've got to go really slowly. So if you're like, ooh, there's a catch, stop, and that's your range of motion. Let's go the other way. But this is just a beautiful way to gain really good range of motion and release those tense muscles. Up and around. You're kind of using the elbow actually to kind of lead. So I'm just going to do one or two each way and then completely relax. Let it all go. Nice. Now, just as for ha-has, because the brain loves comparison. So now I just want you to hunch both shoulders and do some little shoulder rolls. And just notice, does that shoulder feel a little different, A, than it did before, and B, than the one that you haven't worked yet? So you might want to just kind of get a sense. Did that loosen things up for you? Good. And just put your hands back again, tucking chin and lifting from the top back. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So let's go ahead, inhale, hunch, just the other shoulder. Notice how that feels. Squeeze. You're going to be probably surprised that one side will feel very different than the other, typically, or not. Drop the shoulder slowly and completely relax. Good. We're going to do it again. Here's something to know. With this whole technique, you cannot do it wrong. Isn't that nice? You're just doing, this is an exploration of your body. And when your eyes are closed, and you're really putting your focus on what we're doing, it's amazing how the body will respond and relax. Nice work. All right, now I'm going to drop my hand to my side to make it easier for the next move. And the only thing that moves is you're going to press that shoulder down. I sometimes even like to kind of give myself almost like the palm down because that kind of helps. So my hand is kind of like that and I'm pressing it down a bit. I find that gives me a little bit more range of motion, and then slowly bring it just to neutral and completely relax. So I want you to just check in real quickly. Do an inhale into the nose, down into the belly. Exhale through a straw and just relax even more. Good, keeping that chin tucked. And now let's do that one more time. Slide that shoulder down and slowly bring it back and relax. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to go back. So now you're going to think about how can you roll that shoulder back. The hand is going to work with you. So think about the thumb back, but you're really thinking, how can I get that shoulder back? Shoulder blade, once you feel it, squeeze to engage the upper back, and then slowly release everything back and relax. Good. Just notice, you might also notice that you're starting to get some tingling, which is some nice energy moving. You might even be yawning, which is really nice. Let's do the same thing again. Let's try a different angle on the back. So I'm going to lift my shoulder a little bit and roll back. I find I get the most amount of tension up higher in my shoulder and my blades. I feel that. I'm going to squeeze it and then gently bring it all the way back and let it go. Good. Now we're going to go forward. I'm going to bring my hand a little forward on my leg, and I'm going to roll that shoulder forward, feeling the stretch on the top back, contracting here a bit in the pec. Because with T-tap, we do a lot of pec work, and most people never work their pecs. And all the way back and release. Nice. Let's just do it again. See if you can find a different angle on the front. So I might hunch again. And roll forward, pressing the top of the hand in to get a little bit more. Again, I like to connect right here to my lats. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to push my lats out to the side a little bit. So we're also getting a bit of lat stretch. And slowly back, or actually it's a pandiculation. It's really not a stretch. And relax. Nice work. All right, now eyes are closed. We're going to do our big circles. So just hunching the shoulder. I'm going to go back first. But go really slowly, using your mind's eye to visualize that shoulder as a big wheel. And you're getting all parts of the wheel. And if there's pain, make your wheel smaller. The wheel works so beautifully. Because that's, you know, that we have that kind of range of motion on that shoulder joint and go the other way. Notice as you're doing this slowly, if there's a bunch, I call it chatter, or like there's skipping. That just means that that's where you have that sensory motor amnesia, where the brain is not connecting. So just slow it down even more, which will help the brain to connect to that. Nice. And then just completely relax, you guys. Just completely relax. Chin is tucked, lifting from the top back. Good. And now let's just hunch. See how you're feeling. Do some shoulder rolls together, just loose. And notice how you feel in your upper back. So I'm just going to kind of bring my elbows forward a little bit in the upper back because we did a lot of work in there, even though it's very gentle. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to get on our bellies and we're going to do a somatic neck release, okay? So just kind of notice with your neck, you might want to do really small circles here. Go really slowly. Now don't drop your head back. It's basically a lift of the chin and squeeze those shoulder blades. And then just go over to the side a little bit. And then just allow that chin to drop. We're just getting a range of motion check in first. Feel what you're feeling. You might want to go the other way so that as we do our somatic neck release, you can kind of feel what might have helped on this and draw it up. All right, you guys ready? I'm going to meet you. Belly's on the floor. And bring it on down. Chin is tucked. So I'm going to tuck my chin in towards my spine, lifting from the top back before I even drop down. And my arms are out to my side, wherever it feels good to you, so that when you press the hand and the forearm to the elbow, you're just doing an easy lift of just the head, right? Again, you're not lifting the whole upper body. So you can relax the rest of the body, tucking chin, basically maybe just a little piece of the forehead is there. And let me just make sure everybody's there. You guys look good. So make sure your hands are up there so that, yeah, everything looks good. Okay, you guys, you ready? So I just want you to gently press in the ground, palms through the elbows, and allow the head to lift off the ground. Chin tucked again. Oh, there goes my nose. Pressing the arms, go ahead and slowly allow the head to turn towards the camera or to one side, whichever works for you. Good. Once you get to wherever that neck wants to go, it's not a deep stretch, just wherever it's ready to go now, slowly release the tension, then let your head drop. Once the head drops, I want you to release all muscular tension. Just completely relax. And now just notice where on your face or head is the tension. So that way we'll know if we got a little bit more range of motion. All right, here we go again. You're going to press the palm and the elbow in the ground just to lift the head. Keep the chin tucked in. Slowly keep pressing tension as you slowly allow the head to turn all the way to the other side. No pain, no deep stretch. Where does it want to go? And then release the tension on the floor to slowly drop the head and completely release all muscular tension. And notice on this side, where is your face? We're going to do it again. Press down into the ground to just lift just the head. Chin stays tucked. You're lifting from the top back. Now, as I'm pressing and lifting, I'm also pulling my shoulders down my back. So I didn't mention that. I realized that I've been doing that, and that feels good. So just take the head over to the other side again, just to wherever it feels like going, and then release all the tension. Once the head hits, relax all tension. And just notice if you're in the same place or if the head's been able to turn slightly more. Let's go again. Putting tension on the hand, through the elbow, lifting the head, chin tucks. I'm going to pull my shoulders back at the same time or down the back, which will help support that neck as you go all the way over again to the other side. Slowly release tension, dropping the head back down, and release all tension. Once again, notice, did you get over a little bit more on your head? Let's push down to lift. Last time, we're going to do this one 3 times. Keep pushing into the ground, pulling the shoulders away or from the head or down towards the waist, if you will. Turn all the way, wherever it wants to go. Go ahead and release tension and completely relax. Good work. All right, one more time. Press and lift all the way over, keeping that head aligned as you come all the way over to the other side. And slowly drop and relax. Nice work. All right, now press just to have the head come to the center. I want you to draw your arms down more towards your waist to push off and lift up. We're going to come into child's pose. So I'm going to make my big toe ball joints touch. My knees are going to go out a bit. I'm going to cinch my tush back. I'm going to allow my arms to come out far away from the torso, stretching there. Then I'm going to pull my shoulders back and drop the elbows. I'm going to bring the hands all the way down. Let the head just relax. Woo, and then push your hands in to bring your torso up. Good work. And come back into your seated position. Just do it really gently, because a lot of that really does help us just relax the nervous system. So if you move quickly, you might start to switch over into sympathetic. We don't want that to happen. So now we did lots of shoulder and neck. So just check here, tuck the chin back. And now just kind of do some nice gentle movements. Move the head gently from side to side. Notice how you're feeling, how the shoulders are. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful day. Thanks for playing with me.